German Chancellor Angela Merkel is stepping down after 16 years in office, and there has been a lot of anticipation about who will succeed her. Now her Christian Democratic Union party has finally chosen a leader, someone that could replace Merkel when she steps down in September. Centrist Armin Laschet has now been elected the leader of Germany's Christian Democrats. Armin Laschet is the popular premier of Germany's most populous state. He was chosen after he defeated two rivals in the party's virtual conference. Laschet won 521 of the 991 votes cast during the CDU's first ever digital convention. A loyal supporter of Angela Merkel, Laschet has been pegged as her continuity candidate. By tradition, the CDU chairman is usually the chancellor candidate. While Laschet remains in a good position to succeed her in the federal elections, it is not guaranteed that he will become the chancellor candidate.
Es klipp und klar zu sagen, wir lassen uns unser Land von Rechtsterroristen und von geistigen Brandstiftern nicht kaputt machen. Und dann höre ich immer wieder den Satz, man muss auch polarisieren können. Und ich sage, nein, muss man nicht.
While the Conservative bloc is on course to win September's federal ballot, Germany's changing political landscape could be a big challenge. Since Merkel stepped down as CDU leader in December 2018, the party has struggled to find a suitable successor. Merkel's departure from politics has been pegged as a major turning point in Germany, and the CDU is now aiming to unify their divided party behind this new leader. And now senior editor of Die Welt, Daniel Dillenbohmer, is joining us live from Berlin. Thank you so much for joining us. Centrist Armin Laschet has now been elected the leader of Germany's Christian Democrats. What can you tell us about this transition and the way forward now?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. I think this pick of Armin Laschet as the new head of Germany's ruling party mainly means that the Conservatives are trying to extend the strategies of Angela Merkel, of a really centrist policy that is trying to be conservative but left-wing at the same time, and has been so successful that they have anything but eradicated Germany's hitherto main opposition party, the SPD. The question really is, will this be possible also as a campaign strategy? Because we have seen in the argument in the competition leading up to this party election that the rift within the party is really big, and there are some strong conservatives who want a more right-wing policy.
Actually, on that note, it is not guaranteed that he will become the chancellor candidate. What can you tell us about that?
That's absolutely true. Although the party as a whole is more centrist, and that's why they have picked him, he is not seen so far as a very charismatic figure. He doesn't seem to have the stature of a real statesman. So there are some people who think that there would be a more suitable candidate, and that would be the head of the CSU party. The CSU party, that's a German specialty. The CSU party is sort of the conservative version of the CDU in only one federal state, in Bavaria. But Bavaria being the most conservative state, this branch of the CDU, the CSU, the sister party, is very, very important. And its chairman, the Prime Minister of the federal state of Bavaria, Markus Söder, is very popular. He is far younger than Armin Laschet. He was very successful in dealing with the corona crisis, and he seems to be even more left-wing, or even more centrist, I should rather say, than Armin Laschet, seeming to be very ready to form a coalition with the Green Party.
Okay, and also, of course, we have to talk about this. Merkel's departure from politics has been pegged as a major turning point in Germany. How do you assess this?
Well, she has ruled for, or she will have ruled for 16 years. So she is one of the longest serving German chancellors. And even though she herself was regarded as rather uncharismatic when she took that office, and nobody believed she would remain in office for a long time, Germans are somehow amazed to see that she has become a symbol figure for liberal democracy in the West. And it's hard to fill these footsteps. And this is why people are particularly particularly doubtful if somebody like Armin Laschet is really the right person to fill these huge footsteps.
All right, Mr. Daniel Dinenbaum, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.